Hi, and welcome to the Pamela C. Uten Extension Teaching Kitchen. My name is Suzanne Dode, and I will be stepping into Pamela Uten's position as the Family and Consumer Sciences Agent here at the Cabarrus County Cooperative Extension. We are going to be resuming the cooking show that you all are used to, and we're going to take a spin on it with quick, healthy, and easy to prepare meals featuring local foods. Are you ready? Let's go! Hi and welcome. Today's recipe is going to be a white bean hummus. Now hummus is traditionally made with chickpeas, and it actually means chickpea in Arabic, but white beans are a good alternative. Today we're just going to be making a plain hummus, but you can make it in fun colors by adding a little bit of beet juice or even some other seasonal vegetables like sweet potato or butternut squash to really give it a fun color. Now with a hummus, what you want to do is what I call almost cook them into oblivion. So if you are cooking from dry, this could take anywhere from 30-45 minutes up to a couple of hours, depending on how long you've allowed your beans to soak. The next ingredient up that we have for our hummus is going to be tahini, which is sesame paste. So we'll be using 2/3 a cup of sesame paste or tahini, 1/2 cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice, and this is going to give our dish a lot of acidity and brightness, which will really make it fun. And then 2 tablespoons of olive oil, ground cumin, and you could either put minced fresh garlic or granulated or powdered garlic. First of all, I'm gonna add our pre-cooked white beans to a mixing bowl. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dump those into the mixing bowl. Next up, we will add our pre-measured 2/3 of a cup of tahini or sesame paste, and I'm just gonna scrape that out into the mixing bowl. Next, I'm going to add in 1/2 a cup of lemon juice, because I've got slightly more than 1/2 a cup, and I'm going to add that in. We got 2 tablespoons worth of olive oil. I've already pre-measured this out, so we'll go ahead and add that in. And then next we will add our seasonings. So I've pre-measured out 1 teaspoon of ground cumin powder, 1/4 teaspoon of ground garlic. Again, if you're a garlic fan like I am, you can always add a little bit more, although it is quite a potent flavor. Now we've got all of our ingredients in. So I'm gonna put this all the way down in here, make sure it's close to the bottom, and I'm gonna start on the low setting, and we're just going to blend until this is very well combined. All right. And hummus is one of those things that is best served chilled. So what I recommend or suggest doing, taking a serving dish or say a Pyrex that you can store it in the refrigerator, and just scooping it out into that container. And I'm just going to use this spatula because it does have a tendency to cling to the bowl otherwise and can make using a spoon a little bit more difficult. So now that we've got that in our Pyrex dish, what I'm gonna do is take a little of this ground thyme, and I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on the top. And then I will take a spoon and I'm going to mix that in. Now you can get really fancy here and make designs on the top, especially if you've got a fun party coming up. If you like it a little spicy, you could add a little bit of chili powder or cayenne pepper. And I have sliced some beautiful rainbow carrots as well as cucumbers that were purchased from Barbie Farms, which is one of our local growers here in Cabarrus County. Here's some ideas for plating or serving your hummus. Say you've got a holiday party that's coming up, you can pick a fun kind of decorative bowl. And what I would just do is spoon some of the hummus in the middle, and you could definitely use a larger bowl if you've got a larger group that's coming. If you've got some other kind of spices that you want to add to the top, say a little bit of cayenne pepper if you want it a little bit spicy. Some fresh herbs also work really nicely with this. This type of dip also goes really nicely with pita chips. You could have a lot of fun and make your own pita chips by buying pita bread, slicing it into quarters and then brushing it with some olive oil, baking it in the oven with a little bit of spices and seasonings. If you don't have that, you could even do some tortilla chips. Honestly, you can make it pretty much whatever you want. And that's it. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Suzanne Dode for Cabarrus County Cooperative Extension. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.